Hi, and welcome to another unboxing video of an Anacs submission. This was the submission I talked about in the last video. It was actually sent in before the last video, and it took a little longer to come back because there were some, trying to think of the word, varieties. They didn't really pan out anyway, but took in Anacs a little longer to determine them. So let's just jump into it. This was a submission that I split with a local coin shop. So 5 of the coins are mine and 5 of the coins are theirs. Kind of a mixed bag, but we'll go over them. This first one is a 1798. It actually was sent in as a 1798 over 7, and Anacs determined that it was not the variety requested. So it got an AG3 details, style 2 hair, 1798. So still very early large cent. Nice for an AG3. A lot of details still on it. But it is a details grade, and it was not the variety that we wanted. That belonged to one of the owners of the coin shop. The next one belonged to the coin shop. This one was an 1834 1 cent. It came back VF20 with a straight grade. It's an N4, large date, small stars, medium letters. They were happy with this. Nice grade. Got the variety on it. So, for a $10 investment, it actually helps with these raw coins. Okay, what you say about Anacs, you put it in a holder. It's kind of funny with this submission. Just a short little backstory. As you're checking on the submission, you can go into Anacs and see their coins are being finalized and where they are in it, and you punch in the individual number right there, and before it's completed, it does end up showing you grades. And at one point, this particular coin showed 1848 AU58, and it stayed as an AU58 for quite a while until it was finally completely finalized, and it dropped down to an AU50. So I thought that was kind of funny. That happened with a few other coins that we'll go over, and I'll tell you what the grades were as Anacs went through them, and then what they ended up finally being when they finalized it. This next one also belonged to the coin shop. I thought it was a waste when they were sending it in, but they were aiming for, of all things, they were aiming for a fair 1, for a poor 1 on it, and yeah, got screwed and got a fair 2. So no details really on this. They're really slick Indian cent. Obviously a Noel, although I don't know in that condition how they could even determine that. But yeah, it got a fair 2, and they wanted a poor 1, going for a low ball grade, and ended up getting that. So again, that belonged to the coin shop, not me. This coin was mine. I threw this in as one of my 5 coins, 31S, semi-key date, came in VF30. Always nice to have it holdered, any of the semi-keys. I don't think it added a lot of value to it, but still decent. Happy with the VF30. It's pretty much what I expected. This next one, this was another one that kept changing as it went through the process. If you saw my last one, I did I had a whole bunch of proofs, my 38, 40, 41, 42, and they all came back between proof 65 and proof 62, red-brown, depending on the year. But this one I had sent in first with this submission because I thought this was the nicest one in the grouping that I had. And going through the process from the very beginning, this was a proof 65 red, and it stayed proof 65 red, 1939, proof 65 red right up until it was finalized, and Anacs dropped it down to a proof 64 red brown just prior to finalization. And it really, really appears red to me, and it was my nicest coin. My 38 got a proof 65 red brown and doesn't look anything as good as this one. So I was a little disappointed that they dropped it down. I was happy when I saw it was a proof 65 red and expected it to stay there. But again, proof 64 red brown. I wish there was more value in this, because this would be a great crack out. I really do think it's red. I don't think this video shows it quite as well, but it's a beautiful, beautiful proof set. But anyway, so this was it's a disappointment, but not the worst one. My 1851 $1 gold, scratched and cleaned EF details. And I sent him 3 gold ones, and at least this one was real, which we'll see on the next one. Unslabbed. 1853 $1 gold. They determined that it was a struck fake. It's real gold, but it wasn't struck by the mint, so it's a reproduction. So that was unfortunate. One of my 5 turned out to be a dud. This was another one that changed as it went through the grading process. Another 1853 $1 gold. Got an AU50. Now, as it went through the grading process early on, when the other coins were showing a different grade, this one was showing AU50 cleaned. And when it got finalized, they dropped the clean from it, and it got just a straight AU50. So, I mean, I guess in the long run, trading this as AU50 and giving up the proof 65 red on the 39-cent was a win for me. Definitely better off having the gold as not cleaned. So, but that was this. So happy that one of them got straight graded. Disappointed that one of them was fake, obviously. Not surprised that one of them was scratched and cleaned, because you always get one of those from Anacs. The last one belonged to the coin shop. That's their 5th one. This was sent in as a variety, and unfortunately it wasn't the variety that they thought. 1944D. It was sent in as a 44D over S, and it was determined to not be a D over S, and only got an AU58. So it's a virtually worthless coin that's now in an Anacs holder. It really doesn't have a lot of value. It would have had some value as a D over S, but just as a 44D, 20-cent Philippines from 1944, and not even being hunk. Got an AU58. Does not have a lot of value at all. So glad that doesn't belong to me. But that's it for this submission. And then hopefully I got a couple ancients at NGC that I'm waiting on, and putting together 2 more NGC submissions, one old world and one modern. So I don't know. The ancients usually take a while, so I don't expect to get anything back on the ancients, but probably a month and a half or so. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.